defense dial up on 3rd and goal. The give. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this, well, now you get no points. And defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll run the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They kick it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. The short hands, it's Matthews. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Orlando. And if you thought that was a quick 1st half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Looking to pass. It's Fung. Got his man. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They'll leave it with him. Oh, better look out. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Cowboys, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. The play action fake. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Fung. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. looking for a crease to the left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen?
There he goes! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Knights want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Here's the heat. Pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. The offense has already made the long field goal. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Looking left. He makes the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? It'll be a draw. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man. It's Fung. Here comes the heat. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cowboys are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll keep it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright, and that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Complete to start this drive. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offside, and this is going to be a first down.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Bringing the heat. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Makes the grab. It's Burr. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Fung. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Motion from the back. Going right to work up top. It's caught.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Back to throw, it's Fung. Caught close to the marker, it's Matthews. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Caught behind the line. It's Lopez. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. And
that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The pull and throw off the RPO. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got the back over the middle.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Thurman. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.